Air signs, what is going on? I'm gonna do a elemental reading, oracle reading for you. Check in, see what's going on. I'm gonna start it off by burning a little bit of Palo Santo for your guides and for my guides, so I can better connect to your energy to be able to give you a more clear and beneficial reading. We'll let that there. I did just finish a fire sign reading, so I've saged my cards and Palo Santo them and cleansed my own energy. Sat here a little bit. Now, get this dragon's blood burning for yours. Let's get into it. Let's get the shovel going. Hope you're all having a great day, feeling blessed, feeling some self-love, hope you got outside, some fresh air, hope it's nice wherever you are, enjoying the weather. Hopefully your day hasn't been too stressful. And whatever has been, you're able to release that by the end of the day and reset for a fresh day tomorrow. Alright, Spirit. What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the air signs, please? What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the air signs? Starting off, we have the number 34 with ancient wisdom. What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the air signs, please? That's too many. Yeah. What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the air signs, please, Spirit? Alrighty. We got number 24 with ascension. That's ancient wisdom and ascension. Seems like you've done some inner work. What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the air signs, please, Spirit? What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the air signs, please, Spirit? What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the air signs, please? Self-love. Again, like this is that inner work energy, loving on oneself, and throughout that process, it looks like you've tapped into yourself, into some wisdom that you've gained throughout throughout whatever you've been working through, at least in your ascension process. What is the energetic focus of the healing for the collective air signs watching this video? What is the energetic focus of the healing for the air signs? Ooh, never had this card come up before. We have the teaching card with the number 14. Oh yeah, you are grounded right now. You are tapped in. You are tapped in and reaching out. What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the transformation, please, Spirit, for the group of air signs watching this video? What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the air signs watching this video, please? Truth with number 12 coming out with the eagle on there. The eagles fly high. The eagles fly high. With the truth card, this is ascending to a new level within oneself of self-love, but of one's wisdom through what they've gone through in life. So much so to a point that you might have people looking at you as a teacher in your life. And it doesn't really matter how old you are, what you've been through in life, whatever it is you've been through, you have alchemized enough and transformed in such a way that there are people who look at you as you could be a teacher. If you're not, there's people that if you shared your story with, you could easily help somebody else along their path and be a teacher for the next person. I'm going to say each one teach one, but I'm feeling like this is also still being able to be taught, still learning. I feel like you have an understanding of the fact that this ascension process is a process, And to gain that ancient wisdom, you had to go through that self-love and self-reflection to really nurture oneself, to remove and shed anything that might have been, in a sense, clipping on the wings of your own self-love, from your ability to connect with yourself, to stand in your own truth that was blocking your ascension. Like, this is understanding, though, that there's still always something to learn. What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the collective group of air signs watching? What is the main energetic focus of the healing for the air signs, please? 33, integration, master number. Like, yeah, this feels like mastery. Like, this is mastery. The student has become a teacher. Whoever you are out there. And congratulations to you, because, yo, to get to this level, like, it is not fucking easy. And last card, psychic development. The number 5. This has been your transformation. Tapping into those psychic gifts and abilities, tapping into your own higher self, tapping into your ancient wisdom from your ancestors, descendants, from the universe, from God, from your angels, from whoever you work with and believe in. Like, this is being so grounded and rooted within oneself that you know what's true for you. Like, you know what's worked in your own life. Like, you know the truth of your own life, to the point where it's like you don't really care what anybody else, like, what their beliefs are. I don't say that in like a negative way, but just in such a way that, like, you know who you are, you know your beliefs, you believe in yourself. You have gone through the process of gaining this ancient wisdom that only comes through ascension. Sorry, I'm about to take some water. My mouth a little dry. My mouth a little parched. Oh, my bad. It's not bad to stay hydrated. Drink more water. Drink more water. It's good. It's good for you. Put these down. We got the 7 out. Now this is ancient wisdom. With the ancient wisdom here, this is being surrounded in that third eye chakra energy. And with the process of ascension, through that process of self-love, to get here, you have now become a teacher. You have mastered yourself to a level and degree where now you can provide help for other people, should you choose to. Like, your roots are still, haven't even finished growing. Like, this tree is grown, it's lost its leaves. That's because you have shed, with this snake energy and the integration and the mastery through this process to even become a teacher. You have shed so many layers through this ascension process. But if you look up top here, through this self-mastery, you have begun to grow new leaves. Like, the leaves are coming in. This is new perspectives. This is new guidance. This is new, starting new cycles. This is, again, like, this is not even being done growing and evolving. This is being at the level of now where you could be a teacher, but you still understand and recognize that the best teachers are students forever. And, like, you can learn from anything, from anywhere, from any person, as long as you're receptive enough to, and discerning enough, and have the intuition to take what works and fits and resonates with you on a soul level, and to leave what doesn't, which is what you should do with this reading. Like, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because if it's not for you, there's no sense in taking on energy and putting yourself through something that you might not need to go through to even get to this level. Like, Just gotta take it where it resonates and leave it where it doesn't. But I hope all the same, like what resonates is that throughout whatever you've been going through, you have reached such a level of self mastery and of understanding within yourself that you are able to now share that knowledge with the world. You're able to teach from a understanding, understanding, from a grounded and rooted. Like this is giving birth to some beautiful new cycles with all the spirals around the border of this card being different colors. Like this is your roots are grounded, and even the roots are grounded in root chakra energy, like a dark, deep red. But again, with like some of the roots being down here, even coming over to the psychic development card. I don't know how well you can see it, but some of those roots have the same seeds. Like these are seeds that haven't even blossomed yet and taken root, but that just through the ascension process and through the inner work that you've done thus far, like you have laid the groundwork, planted the seeds for further development to happen, for a continuous journey through life of ascension, really. So we have the ascension part. This is it. Ancient wisdom. Like this is tapping into that ancient wisdom that is deep seated within you already. And if you haven't, this is asking for you to tap into yourself because you have it. You have it. Whatever circumstances, whatever the situations you've been through in life, like whatever you've lived through, all those times you thought, you wouldn't make it, or whatever the case may be, just even if it's seeing the next day, like, you're here. Take the wisdom that you have, like the lessons, just go over it. If you don't resonate with this, like I feel like you're being asked to self-reflect, to go into this self-love process, to really see what's lying underneath the surface here with the raindrops on this card being above the blue throat chakra color energy that's already there. Like this is seeing the truth within and beneath things. And with this sun card here being black, like this is the hidden. Like this is the hidden truth of yourself that's really going to help you, again, ascend to a higher new level, with that truth being fully integrated and leading the way for you to have further psychic development. Like this is now taking those emotions, taking the parts of you that lie underneath the surface, that hold that ancient wisdom. Like this is tapping into that, standing in that truth, being so grounded in it that now you are the swan on the water, just floating and swimming in ancient wisdom and in truth, and grounded in it though, in that third eye chakra energy and that crown chakra energy, through the process of green chakra, like doing the self-love, again with the self-love card, the healing to fully shed what no longer serves and is holding one back from continuing to ascend along their path. And this is balancing those emotions throughout that whole process. This is not being afraid to go into. Some of you might, I won't say be hermits as well, but some of you might not be as social. Like just I'm getting with like the level of ancient wisdom. The ancient wisdom card was the first card that came out. The ascension card was the next card that came out, followed by the self-love, which, like, to do the self-love and stuff, like it's like a solo dolo type thing. Like you don't, like, yeah, you can love on yourself and like share that love with other people, but to even really properly understand what you're sharing, like you have to understand yourself and take that solo trip within oneself But I'm seeing some of you like that's not even for a like for the sake of a dark night of the soul. Like I'm seeing some of you like you put yourself in dark night. So like some of you like not even a full on dark night of the soul, but some of you just like put yourself into transformation phase, into that caterpillar stage in a sense, so that you can and because you understand that like that is where you get the ancient wisdom, that inner truth, that mastery and integration to become a better teacher and a better student of life as you proceed along your ascension path in life. But all the same, even if you're not like a more solitude person, I'm seeing that just in general for whoever's watching throughout your life, throughout everything you've been through, like what's gotten you from one day to the next day, like through kept you from repeating certain cycles and everything, like even if you don't recognize it fully for what it is, like there's wisdom in everything that you've been through every person that you talk with, through nature around you, like there's wisdom everywhere. There's lessons that can be learned from just about anything, any situation, whether it's what to do, what not to do, what path to take, what path not to take, which path to create on your own, who to take with. Like this is you having the ancient wisdom, but being more than like wise, like having the courage to stand in your truth, to be able to move along your path with or without anybody. Just working with yourself, God, the universe, your spiritual guides, your ancestors, descendants, your angels, whoever it is, nature, whatever it is you work with. This is being grounded and confident within that to the point that you can better teach. Some of you might not even like teach per se, like some of you just living your life. Like that's all you need to do. And there's people who observe and they're learning whether they tell you or not. Some of them never will. I don't think you even care, some of you. Like you are, because again, like you're not that's not your goal. But just know that regardless, like the way that you carry yourself in life, like you cause changes. Like with the one here, you cause changes in places where you go. Like you leave an impact on people, on the way they think, on how they see themselves, on what they could do for themselves, like on what's possible for themselves with this psychic development, like just the calmness that you have standing within yourself, the truth that you hold within, the ancient wisdom, just all the cycles you've been through. You know, people can see how grounded and rooted you are within yourself. And I'm feeling like even you don't see that sometimes, or you might not, with like the leaves being fallen off the tree. Like you might think that your leaves have fallen, or that you're not really doing anything, but I promise you that whoever you have around you in your life, even if they never say anything, they're learning something. And they might not even know they're learning. Like that's how some of you might be like secret teachers. Like 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 some of you are, you just live. That's it. Which is necessary. Like so many people are on autopilot and just kind of like cruise through life, but like don't actually live, like have a deeper connection with themselves. Like I'm saying that you are grounded in yourself, your higher self, your connection with the universe, with spirit. Yeah, some of you might feel like you just don't relate to people like this. Like other people are just different trees, and that's okay. Like we all have our roots, we all have our branches, we all have our paths, we all have our leaves, we all grow different fruit. But this is now, I don't know if like it's an olive branch, but I see it as like an olive branch kind of. Like you're just a different tree. You're looking for leaves that aren't gonna grow in the way that you think they should grow, because the type of tree you are is different from the type of trees that are around you. Or maybe this is like a willow branch. Yeah, like you might feel like you don't relate to people very well. I think that's just because some of you might also feel like, I don't. It's weird to describe. Like you are, I feel like so grounded within yourself that you are your higher self. Like the way some people may like meditate and stuff to connect to their higher self, like that. Like I feel like, yeah, you meditate and whatnot maybe. I feel like you are your higher self. Like you are walking, living, breathing. You are your higher self. You are integrated with this integration card, self mastery. Like I feel like you don't relate to people because you've gone through so many layers of shedding here to get to the truth of yourself that you. It's also why you might be like a secret teacher where people just observe and learn from you just by you living your life. It's because you've been through so many cycles. You, in a sense, like even in this lifetime, you have lived so much life, so much experience, like that, so many lifetimes within one incarnation. That you relate to a lot of people while simultaneously possibly feeling disconnected, just because other people might not be able to tap into the. Not that they can't. Like everybody has the ability to tap into to spirit and energy around them. Like it is, we are spiritual beings having a human existence, like experience. We're spiritual beings. Like our spirit, our soul goes beyond this physical flesh. Like this 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 is borrowed. Like this is borrowed. But the soul, the spirit underneath, like it's infinite. It's forever able to go through cycles and ascension processes to further master itself. Like mastery in the 3D is like in this incarnation and realm is just one thing, but like there's on the other side other stuff to master, to be an aid. Yo, some of you are like, you're fucking ascended masters, like walking, breathing, living. Air signs you're wise beyond your years. Some of you, like, some of you though are definitely like the level of this. You're I can't describe it any other way than like ascended masters, or you're very connected to ascended masters, like Buddhas, like Gandhis, like people. All these ascended masters you think of, like prolific people, shit like stuff like that. Before us, like gods, goddesses, like the stories and myths that they talk about, like ascended masters. Like some of you are, again, some of you might be reincarnated ascended masters. Like ancient wisdom starting off the reading, ascension being the next card, self-love Like you are aware of like the hidden parts and aspects of yourself which have been integrated and allow you to fully stand in your truth, which is why some of you are in this like potential to be teachers or are already teaching with this psychic development. You're not even finished growing and evolving. Like, yo, this is an endless process. It's it's the life process, like, and it goes beyond this physical incarnation of flesh. But in this physical incarnation of flesh, some of you are ascended masters. Some of you are getting. It doesn't matter what your age is. If you resonate with this, if people come to you randomly with questions, or just you find you attract a lot of people who want to talk to you, even if you're not doing much talking or anything like that, is because you radiate this energy that again, with the swan floating peacefully on the water, like a level of peace that just by people observing you, you're able to help positively impact others to want to change and impact and help themselves. Like that is the level of truth in which you stand in, the ancient wisdom you hold within. And again, like you might not even be tapped into all this yet for some people out there, but just know like this is a path that is definitely available and open to you. Otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on the video. You wouldn't like this is a path that's open, available to anybody. Like inner understanding and knowing more of thyself is like never not an option. But anyways, that was deep. Y'all are something else. Y'all are something else. We got some ascended masters for sure. Air signs. Don't be afraid to share your communication and knowledge with the world. And how you do that is up to you. Regardless, just keep living in the real world. Keep being yourself. That's really all you have to do. Is just keep living your life. And the people who take inspiration from that will take inspiration from that. Like I said, I see some of you are teachers, like that is your life path. Some of you aren't, and you're just inspirational, doing what you do naturally, whether that be working a 9 to 5 job, whether that be working for yourself, whether that be a business owner, whatever it is. Like, look, even homeless people have like some of the deepest wisdom and knowledge and shit because they've been through just about every path and twist and turn and stuff like that people wouldn't care to ask about to gain the wisdom and knowledge from. But like, yo, this path is for anybody who is willing to know their self. So spirit, what is the main energetic focus of the transformation for the air signs, please? What is the main energetic focus of the transformation for the air signs, spirit? Forgiveness. What is the main energetic transformation? What is the main energetic focus of the transformation for the air signs, please, spirit? What is the main energetic focus of the transformation for the air signs, please? Knowledge. The element of air. Again, like, yo, you are tapped in. Y'all are tapped in. For those who resonate. And if you don't, this is what is available to you. Should you decide to tap in, whatever. Like what is already within you and has probably been expressing itself again with like unconsciously, because some of you might not be teachers out there, like, or you might not have the goal in mind of, oh yeah, I want to be a teacher, I want to, like, you need to learn from me. Like, no, it's just who you naturally are like knowledge, ancient wisdom is who you are. It exudes from you. It radiates. Like her, like yeah, she doesn't need eyes to see. Like her eyes are open, but it's like she's not really using them. Like her eyes look like a mirage. Like her eyes are they're there, but she's not really. I don't know how to describe that. Knowledge is just surrounding her. Like her head is illuminated in knowledge and that truth. The truth. This is disconnecting from the physical world to tap into that that inner self, that higher self. Like I said, some of you like you don't have to really try hard to look. For some of you, it might be hard for you to connect to your higher self because you are your higher self. Like you are your guide. You are you are the ancestor. Like you are the teacher, the master, the self mastery 33. You are the ancestor. You are the ancient wisdom. You are the gifts and abilities for your bloodline. You are the truth. Like you are balanced. You are your higher self. Like you probably feel disconnected, but you can disconnect from it if you tried. Like because it's who you are. It's just who you are. That's the only way I can like best describe it. Um, yeah, what is the main energetic transformation for the collective? Direction. Number 2, balance. Number 5, air sign transformation. Yeah, you're balanced within yourself. Or if you don't feel balanced within yourself, through self-reflection, you'll feel more balanced within yourself. With this self-love, I'm getting like the self-love card up top from the healing oracle and the forgiveness from the transformation confirmation. But like the only thing that's holding some of you back from really stepping even further into this, just a couple things that you need to release within yourself, like that you need to forgive and let go of, that are just pointless for you to hold on to because it's only weighing you down. It's like you've already stepped into the truth of who you are with like this truth card. You are already in your naked truth, your higher self, but like there's something that keeps you looking back a little bit, that is holding you from further stepping into a more centered sense of direction of which way you want to go. But regardless, even if you feel like you've been spinning around wandering aimlessly in life, you've been laying seeds and roots everywhere. You've been teaching and learning from life, from people around you, just soaking up knowledge. I wish there was the full sentence of what this card says. But oh no, we're not gonna read that because we're not oppressing minds over here. We're trying to liberate and free them. But it says something about doleful, dumps the mind, oppresses, then muse something, it trails off there. But no, this is not mental oppression. This is mental liberation. Like this is the divine dumping ancient wisdom into you. This is you having the ancient wisdom already seed and buried within you. So what is the main energetic focus of the transformation for the collective? Please, Spirit. The connection card. This is Some of you might be coming into some new connections, but this is also a connection with yourself, with your guides. Some of you being so balanced within your masculine, feminine energy, you're just mastered, fully integrated. There's an energetic focus of the transformation for the collective, please, of air signs. There's an energetic focus of the transformation for the collective of air signs. Emergence. Number 9. We have 999 out here. We have 7. We have 3 5s, 4 5s, 5 5 5 5. We got 24 and 33, 6 6. This is an energetic focus of the transformation for the air signs, please, Spirit. We got prayer. This is an energetic focus of the transformation for the air signs, please, Spirit. The last one is surrender. So I'm getting this. I'm going to start off backwards a little bit first, actually. So with surrender, if you feel like a little lost or disconnected and you don't really resonate with this reading off the top, like if you surrender to yourself, because the ancient wisdom is there. Like, this is water. She's holding herself in the water, and around her is like different levels of herself sleeping. Like, this is sleeping knowledge. That ancient wisdom, it is within you, just waiting for you to tap into, to surrender to yourself, to the connection you have with yourself, with your spirit guides, with the universe, with the divine, with God, your angels, your ancestors, descendants, your own higher self. Like, this is surrendering to yourself and to the process that you have here. Emergence, direction, knowledge. This is surrendering those burdens and things that are still holding you back, causing you to look back, so that you can keep moving forward with a better sense of direction, a better sense of connection with yourself and with the world around you. And this will probably help you feel more connected and less disconnected. Definitely, I would say meditate at this time. Ground, maybe some yoga, sit outside under a tree, walk around barefoot, anything to help ground yourself, like painting, music, anything that helps you create and get more in tune with yourself. Like, do that, because in the process of that, it's also might help you tap into some more wisdom within yourself, or just some emotions or something that needs to be released with the self-love card up here. But again, what I'm seeing is, like, if you weren't aware, like, this reading is going to help some of you be aware of the power that you have within yourself, especially when it comes to teaching and being a student of life and just naturally doing so. Like, this is going to help you. You're going to help yourself gain more confidence to walk in your own truth if you're not already doing so. And to have a deeper connection, understanding of your life and life around you from a higher connection and perspective. Like, even like on the earth, like on the picture in the background, she's spinning aimlessly, kind of facing different directions, but her true direction, where she is centered and clear, is from the highest perspective, like standing on some clouds. Like, this is gaining new height, new intuition, new wisdom, new perspective. It's being granted to you by the divine, by your spirit team, by your higher self, by God, the universe, by your ancestors, descendants, whatever it is you believe in. this is also you're a powerful manifester. I'm seeing for some of you, you pray, you surrender it, and that's it. Like that's done. Like that's how quick some of you manifest. Like that's the wisdom some of you have within yourself, and if not teaching or anything else, just in your own gifts and abilities to manifest. Like some of you know the ability of your psychic gifts and abilities just to be able to manifest. Um, yeah. This is a great reading. This is amazing energy, especially if you're unaware of it and you don't know that you have this within you. If you don't know, now you know. You have it within you. You have a well of knowledge, of ancient wisdom, a plethora of it. You are integrating, you are merging with your higher self if you have not already done so, or you're on the right path to do so, or you are close to doing so, or you have the ability to do so. All you have to do is surrender to yourself, to your path, to your process. But the divine is all around you. Your spirit team is all around you. They're helping you to be more centered, to find that center of balance within as well, to help you deeper connect to them and with yourself, your roots. It might help you connect to your ancestry as well at this time. So be tapped in. I think I'm about to run out of battery here. Or not battery, but minutes, seconds for this video. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this here, and take it where it resonates, leave it where it doesn't, and hopefully y'all have a great rest of your day. Feeling blessed. Love y'all. Stay safe. Stay balanced.